Hi, BrenTech here, where tech is made simple. So there's a new version of Copilot that's starting to roll out on Windows, which gets rid of the native code WinUI in favor of web components, which ships with a version of Microsoft Edge. And this is actually very interesting, this latest move, because this is now the fourth version of Copilot that Microsoft has rolled out on Windows since the inception of Copilot back in the day, when it used to come out here from the right-hand side on the desktop as a so-called sidebar. Now, just a quick recap. This is what the previous version looked like. Basically a so-called native Windows app. And now, if you go to the Microsoft Store and search for Copilot in the search at the top, you'll find a new listing called Microsoft Copilot, which shows a download button or install button, even when Copilot is already installed on your PC. And this is a screenshot I took prior to posting, just to give you a general idea. So I had the old Copilot installed and it still said install. And then when you hit install and it starts downloading, it's very similar to how the Microsoft Edge installer works. It looks very similar. And then once that's downloaded and installed, if we head to the so-called new Copilot, you'll see that it looks almost exactly the same as the online version of Copilot, which is web.copilot.com, and looks different to how it currently is if you haven't installed the latest update. So very interesting. And then after the update is installed, the old native Copilot app, which is built on the WinUI framework as mentioned, automatically is removed from the start menu and is replaced with the new Copilot app, which you can launch from the start menu. So this basically is a Microsoft Edge progressive web app version of Copilot. And why I say that is if we head into my file explorer, head to my C drive, and I head to program files, here you'll see under Microsoft Copilot application, Copilot's installation folder is 146.0.3856.97, which is exactly the same version and build as the stable version of Microsoft Edge currently. So basically this confirms that the new Copilot app is basically a web version which includes a full Microsoft Edge Chromium browser engine. And this new Copilot app is not light when it comes to resources, because if I head to my task manager, first of all, you'll see that Copilot is called browser. So that's interesting. And just with it idling, it's using about 300 megabytes, just idling, doing nothing. And this was actually closer to 500 before posting. So it's quite resource hungry. So this is an interesting move by Microsoft, as mentioned, the fourth version of Copilot since its inception. So basically with this new Copilot app, it seems, by what I'm seeing, is that Microsoft is shipping a copy of Edge inside the Copilot app. Because if we head to my settings, you'll also see here, it says browser settings. If I click on that, it basically opens up different settings which are found directly inside of Microsoft Edge. So this is a very interesting change. So basically the Copilot user interface is a web app rendered using WebView 2. Now, as mentioned, I went to the store and manually downloaded this new app. But it's going to be interesting to see when Microsoft starts pushing it out as an automatic update to Copilot. So just keeping you guys posted like we like to do on the channel. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.